Thousands of teachers in California's third largest school district have authorized a strike as they fight for a contract that addresses their concerns about class size, special education caseload, healthcare policy, and salary raises. In response, Fresno Unified School District is implementing a financial incentive that's attracting substitute teachers from around the state if they're willing to cross the picket line. For every day that teachers are on strike, Fresno Unified School District is offering substitute teachers $500 to fill in for those striking employees. That's $300 more than its typical rate.
That's awesome to get paid that, but I can't imagine that Fresno Unified will be able to sustain that for super long.
The incentive funding is tied to wages withheld from teachers who aren't paid while on strike.
Our average teacher makes about $490 a day, so we're just diverting those funds over to the substitute teacher that would be in the classroom that day. So it's not a big additional cost to the district.
The National Education Association says they haven't seen this kind of response to a teacher strike before and calls the district's move a, quote, Band-Aid solution.
This move to pay substitutes, frankly, even more than the daily rate of a teacher, sends a horrible message to what we think about the profession of teaching.
While guest teachers are not a part of the Fresno Teachers Association, according to the union's president, if someone accepts a job in the classroom while the teachers are on strike, it will be considered crossing the picket line.
We want a strong picket line. I mean, if somebody is what we call a guest teacher in our system, we know that, or they should know that these are the same conditions that they're working in on a regular basis.
The district says it has 2,100 credentialed substitute teachers who have agreed to continue working in the case of a strike. About 200 additional substitute teachers were entered into its system this weekend after a statewide campaign promoting the increased pay. However, the union says that's not nearly enough to cover the number of educators who voted to authorize the strike. On top of that, the substitute teacher shortage plaguing schools nationwide leaves it to believe that the district won't be able to adequately fill the spots left open by striking teachers.
On a regular basis, we hear of the number of vacancies that take place on any given day. And so we do not believe that they have the ability to fill those spaces and definitely not to fill them with qualified folks.
The union says guest teachers who cross the picket line won't face formal punishments or be blacklisted, but stresses that doing so will likely damage their relationships with the striking teachers. For CBS News, I'm Aubrey Gelpieryn.